Well, we've done it again. Elevated someone's life with a donated car through Autos of Love.
Last November, my friends Dane and Kathy Bailey, through their Autos of Love program, gave away a refurbished Toyota Prius to elevate someone's life. They received so much publicity that they have already also received 6 cars to refurbish and give away in 2026. The first one took place on Thursday, March 12th, a 2012 Nissan Rogue that was presented to Lisa Martinez. Special thanks to Melissa Ditto, who donated that car. And congratulations to my friends Dana and Kathy Bailey, who you'll see now on this edition of 15 on Fridays with
So
Fletch.
now, please welcome the official, non-official, non-sponsor of the Savannah Bananas, but a big fan. Please welcome John Fletcher.
Well, thank you, Jesse Cole, owner of the Savannah Bananas, and welcome to 15 on Fridays with Fletch. I first met our guests when I was in charge of leadership at Colleyville many years ago. Dane Bailey was a member of our first class, and his wife Kathy was a member of our second class. They're in the automotive repair business, owning Auto Experts of Colleyville, but what makes them even more newsworthy is their passion for serving others through their program, Autos of Love, which has taken donated cars, refurbished them, and given those cars away to people who have really had a need for a hand up. So let's welcome Dane and Kathy Bailey. Thank you all so much for joining us today.
Our pleasure, John. We're glad to be here.
Yeah, thanks, John.
So tell us, you captured our hearts when you created Autos of Love a couple of years ago. Tell us how the program works.
So essentially, we've been getting donations from our clients that'll have a car that's reached the end of its usefulness or the end of its service life for them. They're just looking for, a good home for it. What we've done with Autos of Love is be able to take those cars, refurbish them, make them reliable, create good transportation for somebody that's in need. Then in turn, we solicit worthy recipients. We've even got a nomination committee, selection committee, that in turn, the last couple of years has given us selections of individuals that we've been able to make the donations to. All costs are picked up by Autos of Love, even the title transfer, the registration. The only thing we ask of the recipients, one, they be a resident of Tarrant County, have a Texas driver's license, and be able to provide insurance on the vehicle.
Now, you've got some incredible partners in their program. Tell us about them.
Well, in the first year, we essentially underwrote everything for Autos of Love through our business Auto Experts. The second year, we've been able to spread the word a little bit, get more participation. So in addition to the numerous individuals that have contributed vehicles, contributed cash, we've got other sponsors and partners, Colleyville Chamber of Commerce, we've got Rotary, we've got local restaurant, Lavaria Cafe, and even some of our partners, Worldpac and Dallas JDM.
Well, and also you had a great media partner with Spectrum TV that more than matched what your paid advertising was with PSAs on their station.
Yes. So we got to give a shout out to Ian with Colonel. As you said, we met him through Spectrum doing some TV ads, and he donated his time to come in and produce videos, still photographs, just document the event. Yeah, what a huge contribution he made.
Yeah, he was fabulous.
Well, and you hit the jack. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, and also we also had media support through Fort Worth Business Press and Fort Worth Star Telegram, WFAA, who did the feature on us, and of course you, John. John was a great help to us. Yeah, we couldn't have done this or gotten where we were with all the media support without John, and we thank you for that.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And so tell us how somebody nominates a prospect to receive the car.
Absolutely. So I think first thing, anybody that wants more information on Autos of Love, whether it's a potential donor or someone that wants to nominate, go to our website, autosoflove.org. And on there, we've got nomination instructions and nomination forms. right? And so it's got some questions that it wants a sponsor to complete. And also keep in mind, right, every year we've had numerous nominees. So I won't say that you need to speak in glowing terms, but you're creating something that's going to be reviewed by others and used as a gauge on how to, yeah, who's worthy of of receiving this gift.
Well,
And
now,
also, you could, or a sponsor can nominate more than one person. Especially coming from some of our nonprofits, there's several people that are eligible. And so they are able to nominate more than one person.
tell us about how you came up with the concept of Autos of Love.
So I can't claim origination on this. We've got colleagues and friends in the business, in particular, Rita and J.R. Luna, who we know very well from Ventura, California, and they've been doing this for over 10 years. And their program is Wheels to Shine, and they had told us about it, the success that they've had, and essentially we just piggybacked on the groundwork that they did and transported it to Texas and have started doing it here.
Well, also, y'all were coming back from a meeting in Houston when y'all came up with the name. And so tell us how y'all kind of brainstormed all that.
Well, I'll tell about that. Yeah, once we decided to go ahead and follow through with starting Autos of Love, we knew that the first thing we needed to do was come up with a name. And we felt that it needed to have autos in it just um, to go with Auto Experts, which is our business, Auto Experts of Colleyville. And we just started putting words together, and it just seemed like a love fit. And we felt like God had a part in that. And we did a quick domain search, and that domain was available. So we jumped on it and built a website quickly. And this was pretty much all in the spring. And so by March, I started reaching out to find the members of our selection committee, because JR and Rita had told us that we needed to probably get other people to make the decision on who the recipients were going to be, to kind of keep us out of it. And so quickly got 4 members of our community, and then just started reaching out to local nonprofits and churches, and just said, hey, we're doing this. Send us your eligible candidates. And it took off from there. And then the nomination period started that September of 2024. We had 2 cars to donate, thanks to our wonderful clients, and awarded it in October of 2024. And it was spectacular. So,
Well,
wonderful event.
well, also in addition to the car, y'all provide a year of free maintenance for the car
That
as
is
well.
correct.
That's correct. Yes.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Make sure they are kind of get on their feet and know that they've got a reliable transportation for at least a year.
Yeah.
So
One of
it's
the
worked out
things
great.
we learned and that we've tried to carry forward is that our intent is to provide these cars or this transportation not so much the person or the individual with the greatest need, but the person or individual that can put it to the greatest use. Right? If if it just sits in a driveway or on the street because someone doesn't have the ability to put gas in it or insurance or use it, then that's a waste of a resource that somebody else could put to use. For example, this year's recipient, a young lady who is in nursing school, and she was just about to start her clinical process where she'll have to go to different hospitals as part of her training. Well, she would have had to rely on public transportation schedules or Uber or taxis, something like this. Just her sharing that and the immediate door that opened for her and how that changed her life immediately.
Absolutely. Well, you gave her a hand up and not a hand out. That's the important. I know
Yes.
you like to use that
Correct.
term. So
Correct.
as we're right now in 2026, how many cars do you have lined up? I know it was interesting within just a couple of days after the event and the news went out through the media. Didn't y'all have a couple pretty quickly get donated?
Immediately,
Absolutely.
especially as soon as the Sean Giddy feature on WFAA ran, we started getting emails,
Yeah.
comments on our webpage, Google reviews.
Mhm.
The phone started ringing. I think we've been averaging so far at least one donation a month. Just this morning, we got a phone call from one of our existing clients. Hey, I want to donate my car to Autos of Love. So that puts us at
We're
six.
at 6. Yeah. We have 6 cars,
For this
which
year?
is,
And
yeah, for
I'm gonna
this year.
I'm gonna blame you, John,
Yeah,
because
I think you got us to this point,
you
John.
challenged us with, where do you see this thing going? So
Well, if we get one a month, that's going to be
yeah.
unbelievable. Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
so what's your timeline? When are you hoping to pass the first one to the next owner?
Well, we're going to
We're
do
gonna do that now. So
right.
we've already got what we're gonna do is our selection committee. What we've requested from them every year is that uh, give us the recipient, and then give us a runner up, so to speak, in the event that um, the first
An alternate.
yeah,
Yeah.
first alternate. Thank you. And so we just fallen back on the first alternate
Right.
this year, and they still need a car, and we've got one. We're going to take the one that we can turn the quickest. We got the parts in earlier this week, so we're going to turn it around and get it in their hands. And yeah,
So she's getting a Lexus ES.
Well, that's great. Well, so far, your first two cars were both Lexus. Then your
Mm-hmm.
third car was a Prius,
Prius.
and now
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're back with Lexus again.
Lexus.
yeah.
Yeah, we have a Nissan and an Acura MDX and a
Corolla and the
Corolla and a Camry.
Yeah.
And then what's the one that we got today?
an Avalon.
Yeah, Avalon.
Yeah,
That's so amazing. Well, because when
Yeah.
we did first talk about it this past year, and we talked about, start with the end in mind, and you said we would love at some point years down the road to be giving away 10 a year. And suddenly
Wow. Yeah.
you're on track. And so we thought, well, let's hope for 5 in the next year. And you're already exceeding that. So God's
And this is
blessing you.
February. This
I
is
know it.
February.
It's it.
Yeah,
Well, God's blessing you as you're getting a chance to bless other people. And I think that's how you've got to look at that.
absolutely.
So,
Hmm.
so how many cars could, if they kept on rolling in, how many cars could you conceivably give away in a year?
Ooh.
yeah, certainly. I still believe one a month is theoretically uh, realistic. Our challenge now shifts from, up to now, we've been leaning on some of our parts partners. We've been leaning on some of our employees and team members with auto experts to provide the labor, provide their time and resources on the reconditioning side of it. And I think, in all honesty, asking our employees and staff members to do this once a year is one thing,
Hmm.
right? I think everybody is more than happy to participate, right? Everybody wants to participate, and especially when everybody gets to see
Yeah,
the fruits of their labor,
right.
as you did earlier
The ceremony.
this year, John.
Hmm.
But doing that once a month, I think changes the dynamics of it. And so at that point, I think we need to start looking at, at least providing some level of compensation. I can't just keep calling up my parts partners every month and say, hey, I need to put the bite on you for another $500. Hey, another $500, another five.
Yeah.
All right, that gets old.
Well, and I
And
and I think you're thinking the right way, and that's where if people can contribute financially, they would
Right.
be they would be helping to underwrite the cost of those parts.
That
correct.
is correct.
That is absolutely correct. And
And I,
we've had some some cash donations, but I think, you helped us solve one of our key problems, which was our key challenges. Hey, how do we get more cars so that we can give away more cars? And now it's okay. That's opened up new challenges. How do we get additional resources so we can
Fix up the car.
fix up these cars and give them away?
Right.
Well, I love the T-shirts that
process.
and you've got your T-shirts that we
Yep.
had at the ceremony.
Yep.
Your
Mhm.
Autos of Love T-shirt.
Correct.
Thank you
Yep.
for modeling those.
And that's, I've got to give some credit to our advertising partner. So Rick Mills did the logo for us,
Correct.
and he did that just out of the goodness of his heart. Oh, hey, Dane and Kathy, I just love what y'all are doing. I want to be a part of this, and this is what he produced. And Jeff, who runs our digital
Yes.
media, he said, hey, you know what? I want to take over y'all's website, and I'll just do this on the house just because
We love what you're doing.
we love what you're doing too.
Yeah.
And so,
Everybody's jumping on the wagon, which is great.
yeah,
They all
everybody
want
wants
to be a
to
part.
be a part of it.
Yeah.
Well,
Really-
because they see this as a ministry every bit as much
Right.
as a cause. And I think that,
Right.
that's where we're putting our faith into action. Well, Kathy and Dane, thank you so much for joining us for 15 on Friday.
Thank you, John.
We look
Yeah.
forward to having you back again to share more about Autos of Love and all the ways that you're impacting so many people. So thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
John.
you.
Thanks for all you've done for
We
us.
appreciate you so much.